Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Susie Say That. Today's topic is a question. Who are you allowing to season you? Metaphorically speaking, who are you allowing to put their herbs on you, their ginger and their certain things like your rosemary and your garlic salt, your garlic seasoning, your minced garlic, your parsley, your just so many seasoning out there because I don't think a lot of people recognize that a lot of seasoning, too many of it, can make you sick. And I'm a testimony. I was on a raw diet and doing nothing but raw, but I was eating a lot of herbs and a lot of seasoning, and it made my stomach very ill. It made me sick. Too much of a good thing that you think is a good thing can make you sick. Too many words and people putting it on you can make you sick. Like some of you are. Tell your child that they're the greatest singer. They're going to be a singer when they get older and stuff. Too much of a good thing. Encouraging your children, telling them that, seasoning them with something that's never going to come, it's never going to come to them because they're a horrible singer. For example, I had a student say to me, Miss Hill, I'm bad. And I said, you are not bad. He said, everyone say I'm bad. And I said, but that's not true. You are not bad. You are busy. You are busy, okay? So if someone ever again says that you're bad, I want you to stand up and say so nicely and proud, I'm busy. I want you to change that, what they're saying about you, because you're not bad. Bad is negative. Bad, if they keep saying you're bad, you're just going to act out, being bad. I said, see how you're acting out right now? And now we need to go and talk. We need to just, I went and I talked with them and I said, we need to have a conversation because you're not bad. I said, look at me and say to yourself right now, you are not bad. Who's seasoning this child? Someone is seasoning this child to make him think he's bad. And how long have they been putting that rosemary and all that stuff together? It could be pungent. You could put too much rosemary on your food with some other seasoning, and it could be pungent, and it'll mess your food up. Too much of something can mess your food up. Now, some parents or whoever's teaching him could have been saying that just to correct them. You're bad and make them feel bad or make them see that you're bad, but that's the wrong word to use. You should never correct a child with their bad. And it just bothered me. But I thought about how my daughter must have felt when she was like 7 or 8 years old. And I used to sit at the table and I was like, oh, you're not going to be stupid. You're not going to be dumb. I thought those were good words to tell my child. But you know what my child heard? She heard you're dumb. She heard you're stupid. That's what she heard because she told me. She said, you used to call, I said, I've never called a child bad because I haven't. I don't use those words. I never have. They've just not been good words for me. Ever since I was a little girl, I never liked those words. So I knew I would never say that to my child, but what she heard me say, because when I sat her down, and I think I've said this on another video, I said, no, you're going to sit here. You're going to finish your homework because I don't have stupid kids, dumb kids. I said all these things. And I thought that I was teaching her, showing her that sitting down, doing your homework, doing this, that, and the other, and she was a very pleasant child. She gave me no problems. She did everything I asked her to do. But me saying, you're dumb, that's dumb. You're not going to be dumb. You're not going to be stupid. Me just using the word to a 7-year-old went with her. It went with her. And I thought that was just, I didn't know any better. I just thought that I'm teaching my daughter that she's not going to be stupid. She's not going to be dumb. She's going to read. She's going to write. And thank God that she was able to weather through that because she's amazing when it comes to her education, when it comes to the things that she went to school. She did a lot of different things. And she has an amazing job because of the tools that she had. But having those tools still hurt her. They still hurt her. Although she sat there and she did the work and she struggled, I still hurt my child by saying, you're not going to be dumb. You're not. I was seasoning her. I was trying to season her with something good, and it was too much of something, and it turned out to be bad. I was putting all this, I thought, good seasoning on her. Let's put some good herb butter, and let's put some good parsley, because I like parsley. Let's throw a little bit extra in there. And let's put this on there. Let's put, different herbs and stuff. I thought I was seasoning her for success. I thought I was seasoning her, but I was putting bad words in her. I was letting her think I must be stupid. because I can't get this. I must be dumb because it doesn't relate to me. I don't understand it. I learned some lessons about saying certain things to children. My daughter taught me. I learned a lot of things. So then I got a chance to tell someone. They told their child. He was about 8 or 9, and I was at their home visiting, and she said, sit there, because no one's dumb around here. No one's going to. I said, uh-oh. And I looked at her, and I didn't even want to say anything, but I had to. I will not leave any child behind. I won't. Even if the parent get mad at me and they never want to talk to me again, I get it. But I said to her, I said, this is going to affect him when he gets older. And I'm telling you, I know from my own daughter. I said, you're saying that to him, but he's 8, I think he's like 8 or 9. I said, you know what he hears? He hears he's dumb. He hears he's stupid. He hears he's indifferent. He can't learn like that's what he hears, because you're saying the words and you're trying to give him some encouragement, but you're using the wrong words with it. I know what you're doing. I said, because I did it. So I understand it. I said, but it came back to bite me when my daughter got old enough. She said it to me. She said, you called me. I said, no, I would never do that. I never did. She said, Mom, you used to get upset and sit me down and you would say, oh, you're stupid, you're dumb. I said, I would never say that. Then I thought about it. And I said it many times when I told you to sit down, do your work. You're not going to be stupid. And she said, my other two children, she said they would get it and they would get up and leave the table, but I would have to sit there. Do you know how it made me feel? It broke my heart. I'm telling you all, it broke my heart, because I was just trying to teach her. I was trying to give her education, but I didn't do it the right way. I was seasoning her with some good herbs, telling her to sit here. Let me help you. All that stuff is good. But then I pour on the wrong seasoning on her, negative, and saying, you're not going to be stupid. Because to that 7 or 8-year-old, it doesn't sound like it sounds to me. It sounds like you're saying to that child, they're stupid, they're dumb. Seasoning. And we do it all the time, and we don't even think we do. Some of you all have hurt your children to the core. You called them names. You said this and that, and you thought that you were helping them. You really thought that. And they're sitting over there now, got all kind of resentment, but you don't know it. But when they get behind your back, they say it. My daughter did it. And then when we had the conversation, she told me, and I was just saddened. And I said, that was never my intention. I would never call my children dumb or stupid. I've been an educator all my life. When I didn't even know I was an educator, it's certain words I wouldn't use on children. But I used those words on a 7 and an 8-year-old. And when I told this mom that was doing the same thing I had did 30 years ago, 30-something years ago, when I told that mom, she didn't like it at first. I said, but you'll get through it. And I said, just say it to yourself over and over again and look at your child and see what it sounds like. And later on down the line, not right away, the conversation got dry and I felt uncomfortable and I left. But the point is that later on down the line, she said, thank you. I realized I could have just used different words. I said, because I don't want to leave any child left behind. I said, but I'm telling you, and I'm telling all of you, when you season people, your children or other people's children, you got to watch your words. You got to watch what you're saying, because they'll be what you said they'll be. Praise God that my daughter is wise. She's smart. Thank God through that difficult period that she went through, she experienced greatness. And it all came together because I was a praying mama, okay? Praying for my children all the time and always asking them to forgive me if I did something, if I said something. It's never my intent to hurt you. I said those things to my children. Now, I don't believe in guilty parenting. Now, I don't believe in that. Once I say I'm sorry and we discuss the entirety of all of it, you're not going to come and abuse me. I don't play that. I don't care who it is. I don't do that. Because once I tell you that I didn't know and I walked in error, then, and I say, I'm so sorry, you have choices. You can forgive me or not forgive me, because the forgiveness is for me. I forgave myself and I have to move on. But I don't put up under any abuse. And I'm not saying my daughter's abusing me. I'm not saying that, because she's not. But I'm just saying I've seen so many things. I've witnessed so many things. And when people are seasoning your children, you got to do something. You got to say something. You got to take those words back immediately. I was at my daughter's house last year, and my grandson, he's so precious and sweet, he's 3 years old, and a relative came over, and the relative said, so where, called my grandson bad. My daughter, and it was a proud mama moment for me. My daughter said, my son's not bad, because that's what the relative said, all kids bad. Then after my daughter told him, my child is not bad, he's a good boy. And I was like, oh, yes, yes. I was in another room saying, yes, 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 because she didn't play that. And then he came into the living room after my daughter said that to him. He came into the living room and tried to get me to co-sign it. He said, isn't all kids bad? And I said, no, kids are not bad. No one has ever taught them where to put that energy at. No one has ever taught them to focus. They don't know. I said, they just don't know. But bad is a definitely no for me. And I said, it's stern to him, and hopefully he was convicted about it. Hopefully he went and did some research on what that word really means. Because listen here, whether you want to accept it or not, words hurt. And they have a long-term effect if you don't clean it up. Stop allowing people to season your children by calling them bad. Stop agreeing with them. Say, my child is not bad. My child is just busy. Stop allowing them to season you. People saying, what you gonna be? You've been this all your life. This is what you is. That ain't no good season. They put a whole bunch of stuff in there together, and it's gonna make you sick, because they're the ones that said it. So you're gonna start acting out like your children acting out. What those people said, they're seasoning you, putting all that pungent season together, and they just drowning you with it because they're telling you who you are. No, put those words back on them. And deny those words. Let those words clash in the atmosphere, but don't let it draw near to you. Don't you receive those words. Don't let people, let your children receive those words. When children say they called me a name, okay, kids can be cruel, and we learn from this cruel process. I get that. But sticks and stones don't hurt my bones, but sticks and stones hurt my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Words do hurt. And those words hurt your children, and they hurt you. And that's why when if I hear a man call a woman a B, I know exactly what that is. I know already he's debasing her. She gonna act like a dog, she gonna look like a dog, and she could be a beautiful dog, but that's what she gonna act like. She gonna be doing everything dogs do. She gonna keep on coming back for your abuse. And the Bible got a scripture for that. You're like a dog returning to your vomit. A dog is the B word, okay? But someone has been calling you that all your life, and you believe it. Ask me how I know. I experienced it. My father has never called me the B word ever. He never called me those words. He never dishonored me with those words. But he did to my mom. Okay? Words. And my mother catered to him. Words. Calling her those names. She catered to her husband. She loved her husband. She was an amazing wife. But he was a rotten husband, but a good father. Okay, I tell the truth with these videos for what things is. But because we let people season us with their words, their feelings, their emotions, their aggravation, and then we let the other people have to carry it. Me, you, and maybe we've given out some of that stuff. I did it to my daughter. I didn't know. I told her she wasn't going to be stupid and dumb like these other people. But I didn't know that she and her 7-year-old, 8-year-old mind, she felt her mother was calling her dumb and stupid. And I would never do that. But that's how she felt. And she should have. Because I was talking to a 7 or an 8-year-old. I can't exactly remember whether she was 7 or 8, but during that time. Okay? So where you running around calling your kids bad, what you want them to do? Words. You want them to not do anything with those words you call them. You call them bad every day. You bad, sit your bad self down. Oh, you bad, you bad. I always knew that word was just not right. Never use it on any of my children. At night when I would bathe my children or whatever, I would be speaking life to them. I'd be speaking greatness over their life. I'd be talking to them about good things, read the Bible to them. I did all those things. I was desperate to raise some okay children. They're not on drugs. They're not in prison. So guess what? I did okay. I'm not, me and God did okay. And I have hear so many other stories where it didn't turn out like mine. But the point is that I did make some mistakes. I did. Calling your children names. And you think that's okay. Some of you are, I think I did a video where I said where I seen a lady in the mall calling her daughter all kind of bees. She was upset. She was frustrated. She was angry and all these kind of stuff. And the daughter was crying and just, oh my God, my heart was heavy. And I prayed. I prayed right there because it just moved me. Because I say to myself, how could a mom call her children the B word? How could you call that's what I was thinking to myself because I've never done it to my kids. But okay, how could a mom tell their 7 or 8-year-old they're not going to be dumb and stupid? Because to the 8 or 7-year-old, it sounds like that the mom is calling them dumb or stupid. Okay. So it's no I'm better or you're better because you use a different kind of word with your children and stuff. I'm just saying that now that you have the opportunity to change things, go to your children and tell them, I'm sorry, I missed the mark. I just didn't know. Because some of you all think you're the perfect parent. There is no perfect parent. Jesus Christ, our Lord, the great I am, that's the only perfection in this world. You're not perfect. You ain't did everything right. You done did some things, said some things, went along with some things. You stayed with the Father, and the Father done beat the crap out of you right in front of your children. That's messed up. He done taught the kids how to abuse you. Words, seasoning. You're letting your husband put them fists on you. And them fists done, he's seasoning you with that. With this dominance. He's keeping you in your place. He's a narcissist. Whatever he is. You stayed and put up with that. So you have no judgment. Because you let somebody season you with abuse. You abused your children with words. You don't think that's abuse? You treated one better than you treated the other. You don't call that abuse? I was just talking to someone the other day and telling them, you're making a big difference with your children. And you're an older person. And that's going to cause so much division among your children if you don't do something with that now. Look, she was seasoning one child to make her think she's just great. And the other child, you're in the middle. And the other child did some disgusting things. And you just bad. I said, she's not bad. She's just doing bad stuff. But she's not bad. She's busy. And she's busy in your pocketbook. And I said, do you understand that? And they said, yes. I said, you got to change some things. Ask me how I know. I've had to change some things. Change what I say, my tone, my deliverance, all those things. In order for me to be healthy and those around me to be healthy, I had to season them with the things of God, the truth, love, compassion, and so many other things. What kind of seasoning can you use today instead of using all that seasoning mixed together and making a mess and making everybody around you have a bad taste in their mouth about what you're doing? And maybe not, maybe they don't. But the point is, you can change things today. You can. I did. The same grace that was given to me is given to you right now. Talk to your children. Stop going along to get along with people that's calling your children bad. You can choose today to change things. And your children won't get older and bring up when you used to say they weren't going to be stupid or dumb like I did. You ain't going to be stupid or dumb instead of using different words. Saying, guess what? There's some kids that struggle out here. And I don't want you to struggle, sweetheart. I want to put in you some good seasoning. I want to know how to balance these seasoning. I want to put good love and peace and joy and happiness. I don't want you to feel bad about school because guess what? For a long time, my daughter didn't like school. She didn't. It took her a long time to go back because she didn't like it. Took her a long time to go back because she didn't like it. Because I had put that seasoning, all that seasoning, and mixed it together and said, you're not going to be dumb and stupid like other people. Oh no, my kids don't be dumb and stupid. And I remember seeing that foolishness. I didn't understand that I was seasoning my child with negative emotions, with a fear of school, helping her dislike it when I already knew she had certain struggles in it. Okay? So you choose today. You choose. to stop allowing everyone to season you and your children and those things that you love around you. Okay? Till the next time.